Hello, I'm Arnell from Miemie's Keepsakes. Thank you for joining me today. I am working again on the Victorian Christmas journal, and I thought we can put some pages together and decide where to put what. So I already took this text block out. This is the title of this book. I'm not even going to try to pronounce it. It is an English book. It was translated, it says, and it has beautiful illustrations in it, but not pertaining to a Victorian Christmas theme. So I'll keep these illustrations for another journal. And but I do need one page. I think these are glued in. Let's see if we can. I don't think they're signatures. No, I think these are glued in, so I'm just gonna tear one out because I need it as a template for a size for my pages. Okay, so what I usually do is just go in and just cut like a very small, a 1/16 of an inch, like a really small strip off from my page, because just because I might be using thicker paper, and then if you fold it over, I don't want it to show here on these edges. And that, like I said before, even though this book does not have anything to do with Christmas, I just loved the cover and thought it's perfect for Christmas. So let's start working, and I'll show you the dilemma. So if you just take a regular A4 page, like we normally do, and fold it over, there's my bone folder. I've been looking for it for probably a week. You can see it's definitely shorter than this page, than the length that I need. I hope you can see the let's put it behind this so you can just quickly see the difference in sizes. I don't know if that really helps, but you can see this one is way taller and longer or wider than a regular A4 if you just fold it over. So how am I going to do that? So I had to go, like the kits that I bought from Roxy Creations are all landscape orientation. I mean, these you can definitely do portrait. So I went and bought kits from Ruby and Paul. I looked online to find kits that had a portrait, pages with a portrait orientation. So I bought Silent Night, Star Shining, and can't remember the other one. I will put that in the description box. But anyway, not all the pages are this orientation. A lot of them are landscape, but that's why I needed more than one kit. She had some pages in there that was portrait that I can use. So, and I thought it goes well with the pages from Rachel's kits, and some of her, this is her backgrounds as well. So I use some of the backgrounds to print print double-sided pages for my journals. Anyway, so how am I gonna get away and make pages that's this size? I don't mind. I'm definitely going to add these pages in there, the smaller ones. I do like that, but let's just make pages that can go on in this book. And I'm just going to write template. I have other pages lying around, so let's see. So this one might be a little difficult because, as you can see, if I put, let's start with this one. If I put this page on top, I'm going to cut something off. So if I put it here, I'm going to cut the angel's head off. So it would be better to put it here because I'm only going to cut the bottom of that off, which is fine. So let's do that. I'm going to measure this page. It is 6.5 by 9 and 8. Yes, an 8. 6.5. Let me write that down because I can tell you now. 6.5, 9 and 8. Okay, so let's do this cut first, the 9 and the 8. And then I am going to have to glue 2 pages together. So I need a bit of a fold over. I'll show you in a minute. It might make more sense when I show you, for 2 pages to be glued together. So I'm going, and so now I'm just looking where am I going to cut it. If I cut it here, I'm going to cut her off. Maybe I'll move it over a little bit. Okay. I'm going to cut it here. And that I'm going to just take a smidgen off. Now I can see my mark. Oh, there it is. Oh, wow. It's just the glare of the lights, I think. And I'm just using this. Usually I use a bigger cutter, but this one is just easy to fit in on the screen. And on the back side, I didn't even look at that, but on the back side I just kind of printed something that would be easy to cut without even thinking about it. And so this one will make a little cut here because we don't need that much. Okay, so then for the next page, let's just use one of my dyed papers, and this one is just the green coffee and paint dyes. Oh, I don't need that one. So 8 and that's 6.5. 6.5, but I need a little bit more. So 6.5 is there, but I need a little bit more for folding the paper over. I'm going to do 6 3/4. I can always cut it smaller. 6 3/4, and then 9 and an 8. Sorry, every time this thing flips over, it makes a noise. So yeah, there. So these these two edges go together. And let's see. I am just going to make a mark again for the size of the paper, and I can obviously measure with a ruler as well. But who wants to do that? Not me. Okay. And then I am simply going to put some glue on here. Come on. It's early in the morning, but you need to glue. Do your thing. And yeah, maybe I could have done the fold a little bit bigger. I thought I did, but let's see. And then I'm just going to put these two together and make sure so the next fold over I'll do a little bit bigger. I hope this makes sense. It's not rocket science. It's definitely not my idea. It's just to find papers that is good for folding over and in portrait orientation. Okay, so I'm going to leave that one to dry before I fold it anymore. So let's do another one. So this one again, where am I going to cut it off? I will probably, maybe I'll leave the Noel and cut it there. And then I just lose a little bit of my image, but it's just the bottom part. It should be fine. So I'm going to cut it here. Noel. And then this one should be 9 1/8. We'll cut it on the bottom. And again, the back, this is ruby and pearl too. There's nothing that would be, not good for my orientation, up or down, or images that I would cut heads off. And I printed it like that because I knew I'm going to have to cut these images, these pages. So I'm thinking I'm going to not get rid of this time, just cut like a bit of an overlap there. And again, it should be 6.5, but I'm cutting it more like almost a little bit more than 7 1/4, because last time I cut 7 3/4, and I was thinking I could do with a little bit of a bigger overlap. And let's pick another paper that we can use. Let's use this one. This is my coffee dyed papers in my shop. And again, I'm just going to make marks here so it's the same size. And so the top should be 9 1/8. And this one, and of course it will be different for each book. So this is not, my measurements isn't necessarily for all books. And you can do this with bigger books and smaller books. you don't, it's not, you can just use this idea to change the size of your papers. And I am, how many do I have? One. Not going to put too many in there because I still want to put some in from Roxy Creations as well, the smaller pages. I do want smaller pages, and I do want this to be more of a writing journal than a fully decorated journal, because we'll probably use this for December daily. I'm only going to put probably 62 or 64 pages in, and then you'll have enough pages for the month of December. And just see, it's lined up on this side too. Okay, and I'm going to leave it to dry before I fold it. We'll fold it in a minute. Let's start the glitter glue. It dries fast. I'll show you this one. So this one was also from Ruby and Pearl, and it's a document. So it had a big white border on both sides, and I decided not to cut this white border off. I did on this side and did lose some of the images here, but if I cut that white border off, it will cut into this, but I still need a fold over as well, so I decided to leave that. Hope that makes sense. So let's see. On this side, I can obviously cut. It doesn't matter because I won't lose a lot, but we want to make sure that I'm not cutting off heads or arms or anything on this side. So I'm thinking I can, if I cut it here, I'll have a fold over there, but I need to make sure, and it's okay on this side, but this one, okay, so I'm going to cut it there. And if I cut it there, there's a very small fold over, but I'll make the other book page a little bit bigger. So like I said, this is not a fixed, this is kind of play around and figure out what works for your book sizes, your page sizes of the book that you're using. Of course, if you're not, oh, I lost my blade. If you're not using a book, then, and you're just making a soft cover, it's just easier because you can decide, oh, I cut it not straight, can you believe it? You can decide the size of your book. So this is only when you're using a book cover that's kind of not regular size. And then again for this, I'm thinking I'm going to cut it there and not at the bottom. So let's cut a little piece off here. And then I need 9 and 8. Okay. Get rid of the strips. And let's see what else we can. I'm just going to put. Shall we do some of the coffee dyed with gold? Or maybe the coffee dyed with red. Let's do that, the red one. So we need 9 and a 8. And let's keep that nice dark edge there. 6.5, but we said a little bit more than 6 3/4. But then I'm gonna cut off my lace part, so let's do it this way. Oh, and I did say I wanted to keep that dark edge. What was I thinking? Almost. Wait, something's wrong. Yeah, no, I'm right. Okay. Okay. So let's glue these two together again, and then I'll have 1, 2, 3 of these. Maybe I'll make more. Oh, but I wanted to keep that edge. Oh, wow. Yeah, maybe I'll make a couple more. Okay. Oh, this one does not have a lot of room to play with, but it should work. So yes, what have you guys been up to? We're going away next week for 3 days, and now I'm putting it on my dark edge that I wanted to keep. Let's get rid of the glue. We are going away for 3 days next week, and then my husband's going on a conference to Toronto, and I will be home on my own and probably just crafting. Not doing much more than that. I think if the weather keeps going like this, we still have snow, and the snow has not melted yet, which normally it snows and melts, but it's been not really cold, but just like 3 and 4 degrees, not warm enough for it to melt. So I've been trying to get the dogs out on a walk, but they're like, oh, no, not gonna happen. We don't want to do it. Oh, this one does have a back. And it's on the bottom, so if I do it on the bottom, Christmas will still show. That's okay then. We'll do that. I'll just erase the pencil marks there. So yeah, well, I'm trying to take the dogs out on a walk. That's what I was saying, but they are so spoiled. They walked the other day to the post box because I wanted to pick up my mail as well, which is not even a block away from my house. It's literally around the corner, and it wasn't even we barely made it up to the end of my driveway, and they were already trying to, get out of this. Please take me home. I don't want to do this kind of thing. They're so spoiled. They're used to lying in front of the TV, or not the TV, the fireplace all day long. That's all they do. In the winter. In the summer, they're just lying in the sun outside in the garden most of days. So yes, they are not appreciating the snow at all. So I'll try to take them out on a walk again today, because it's, I think, 6 or 7 degrees outside. And if it's this cold, obviously I don't take them for too far, but they do need some exercise, and they do need to get outside. So yes, that's the dogs. And the cats they simply just refuse to go outside. It's too much work, they say. Cats are funny. They just do their own thing. No, come on, you've been working so good. Okay, let's try again. Okay, there. Yeah, so I was trying to convince my husband that we should go maybe on a little road trip to Seattle, but with the roads being so bad, we decided against that because I actually wanted to drive there and see if I can find some Kathy Holden fabrics. I've been trying for the longest time to find the flea market fresh fabrics, and we can't find it in Canada, and if you order it online, it is too expensive. The shipping is more than double the price for the fabric, so it kind of gets to the point where it's just simply not worth trying to get, you know, it's just too expensive. So this is avocado dyed papers. So yeah, but like I said, we're not going to Seattle because of the roads, and so we'll just go just on a small little road trip, about an hour and a half from here. And yeah, we've been there before, but we thought we'll stay there for the weekend. I like that edge better. For the weekend, and you know, just go and see what they have to offer for restaurants. You know, it's just something different, just to get away, because he has vacation at the moment, so we might, because we were supposed to go to South Africa, so we might as well use the bit of vacation he has. So now I'm just doing plain papers, and I'll do quite a bit of them. I'll finish this one and then do the rest off camera and come back, so you're not watching me cutting and gluing papers. I don't think that's very interesting, because like I said, I want a lot of writing space in this journal. So I'll do quite a bit of these, and then just add some printed papers here and there for accents and place to write and glue some pictures, because I don't know about you, but over Christmas I take a lot of pictures, and I do want it in my journal, because that's why you keep the journal, is to remember all these wonderful memories over Christmas. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and use more of these papers that you can find in my shop, and this is lavender anyway, and glue them together and prepare them, and then we'll come together again in a minute for you and add the papers, put the papers together for the book. I'll see you in a minute. I finished gluing, folding, and cutting all the papers, and now we need to put signatures together. So I'm going to do 5 signatures with 6 pages each, and let's just, and I looked at the ruby and pearl that I bought was Peace on Earth, Star Shining Bright and Silent Night. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see if there's another printed one. There, 4, 5. It's printed on the back. And these are not printed. Okay, 5. So let's see. 1. Oh, gonna have to kind of move them around. You might not see all of it. I'm just going to quickly put some pages down. Let's do that. So that is 3. And I might take out and add in. I want to definitely add some from this music book. So there's 1, 2. And this book, there's no date on it, unfortunately. Well, oh, 1896, but that says 1904. So I don't know what the date is, but just look at the threads that they've used to, it's like twine. And look at that, it's kind of just, I love that, the little knot there. I'm just using the staple remover again that I bought this one on Amazon, but I'm sure you can find it maybe in Walmart or Staples or places like that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And so these will go in there. They're a little bit big, so I'm going to put them on this side. And let's see if we can find a couple of smaller. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, it's 5 signatures, 6 pages. So let's put them together and then decide what pages from Roxy Creations I want to add. Just carefully. And this might even change when I start putting these signatures together. Oh, I was just thinking for a minute they are upside down, that I glued them on upside down, but I didn't, luckily. So let's see what I can do. That one might need a little bit of glue, but I can do that again when I'm doing this on my own and deciding on the final signatures. I will probably sew this in on the weekend, and then hopefully by Monday we'll start adding pockets and tags and things like that. Okay, and that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, 5. Because I glued it down with art glitter glue, it is a little stiff, but it will relax the more you page through your journal. So let's take, let's see, I don't want this as the front page. What do I want as the first page of the book, the journal? Let's see what's in here. No, and I might, this one could be cute if I fold it this way. That's a possibility. fold it that way. And this, like I say, might change. So let's start with this one, assuming this one will be the first page. I'm wondering, no. So let's just see if we want to add some, maybe just do one signature and the rest I'll do off camera. So I'm looking for something with that. This might be cute. Let's put that in there for now. It's like with my papers, adding papers to my signatures, I will play around with it for quite some time. Oh, I do like that until I'm happy. So it takes a while and you might find it very boring. So how many do I have now? Because I need to remember I want to make this a writing journal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I need one more. I'll add glue to that when I'm done. I also have images from books. We've talked about like this one, this book, and where's the other cover? I took this book apart as well, I think on camera. So let's see if there's something that I want for the middle of my signature from either one of these books. I'm not sure. That's just writing. What does this one say? Who is Santa Claus? Might be an option. That's might be cute too. Oh, I like this. Okay, that's a good option. Not just this one would be nice too. Oh, and this one too. Oh, okay. I still need to leave some pictures for this journal. Oh, that is cute. Okay, let's pick one of those for the center of my journal, and then I will go ahead and do this off camera and show you on Monday what I did. I do like this. Wondering if that's probably my first choice. That's too white for the, I like it next to the pink, the avocado dyed papers. Okay, I'm gonna go with that one. So the first signature for now is this, and that I'll probably do in the middle. That, this, I do like this together. Here I'll probably do something to bring in some of the pinks or reds, and that needs to be glued. And same here, maybe add a pocket with holly or something to turn it, you know, just tie it together. This is beautiful. And then here. Okay, so that's it for today. I'm not gonna keep you any longer. I'll do the other signatures off camera because it might take me some time and I don't want to bore you. But thank you for watching, and I'm using Roxy Creations and Ruby and Pearl Christmas printables and some books that I've showed you at the on the first video. I'll link that video for you in the description box below if you want to watch that again, and all the kits. And I hope you have a great weekend. We have a long weekend this weekend, so it's going to be lots of fun. and I'll see you soon. Stay safe. Bye.